So y'all say boycott African-owned businesses, right? Cool. But the next time Target donates to the police foundation, I really am gonna need y'all to keep that same energy. So let me get this straight. Y'all want to cancel a black immigrant's corner store because he gave you a weird look, but Starbucks that called the cops on two black men for just existing, just sitting there and existing. You're still standing in line for a venti iced macchiato? You will boycott the African braiding shops, but you'll still pull up at Target, the company that funds police foundations like it's a GoFundMe for state violence. Okay. Don't even get me started on Lululemon, okay? A brand that's literally built on whiteness, fat phobia, and exclusion. But hey, sis, listen, go off in your yoga pants still talking about protecting black culture. And the sad part about all of this is we don't even need the white people to come into our communities to tear us down. We tear each other down already for clout. And while we're doing that, we're giving billion-dollar corporations built on racist histories grace, patience, and direct deposits. Boycott an African-owned beauty shop, but still wear Gucci, the company that literally created a blackface sweater. Make this shit make sense for me because it's not making sense. The math is not mathing. Here's a wild idea though. How about we hold systems accountable instead of your black cousins who are just trying to come into your neighborhoods and create their own business to provide for their children and their families? But hey, if punching down makes you feel better about that $7 latte or that $50 yoga pants from Lululemon, then, by all means, go ahead and punch down because apparently it makes you feel powerful. Y'all just be doing too much.
Imagine boycotting an African-owned business, then going to go get braids that's called Fulani braids. Or Senegalese twist. Or actively using shea butter and black soap. I swear we're losing the plot, yo. We're losing the plot.
Y'all are delusional. But if y'all gonna start that shit now. Like, start it now. Why wait until August 1st to start? Start now. But y'all don't got that same energy for Starbucks, for Target, for TJ Maxx, for Lululemon. Like, y'all think we care? Like, we don't care. Y'all have been so mean and racist to us, and y'all think we care? We have been called so many things. Like, we smells, African booty scratchers. Like, what else? Our food is nasty. Like, we don't give a fuck. We don't care. Like, start that shit. African people gonna support each other. So, always. We bump heads, but we come together anytime. Clock that.
We ain't boycotting African fucking businesses. What the fuck is wrong? What is going on here, fam? We ain't boycotting no fucking African businesses. Not in America. Not when we got all these other motherfuckers stacked against us that we need to be fighting. You know, when you start boycotting somebody, that's when you have exhausted the possibility of having a fucking conversation. When was the last time you sat down and tried to have a conversation with another individual on this diaspora? We ain't boycotting each other. Fuck out of here. That's fucking stupid. And I don't give a fuck who came up with the stupid ass idea. You're a jackass for it. Y'all need to fucking understand the difference between everyday black people and fucking black capitalists. Do you know what this really boils down to? A fucking marketing fail. The goddamn owner, CEO of Essence Magazine, that was a huge motherfucking fail. That woman don't fucking know you. None of you. No, and it doesn't matter where the fuck you come from. She wants your attention so she can market to you. What does that have to do With the sister that braids your motherfucking hair and keeps you looking tight and right every goddamn weekend. With your pop-ins and shit. Get the fuck out of here. If somebody tells you to turn your fire on one of your own, that motherfucker don't mean you no fucking good at all. If you have gotten to the point where you are boycotting someone on this diaspora, well, by all motherfucking means, let's have a sit down and talk that shit out first. Okay? But that means that you have tried every other motherfucking thing, and we deserve to give each other every fucking opportunity. You give it to the goddamn white man. So if you're boycotting, that means you've exhausted all other possibilities, and I don't see that here. So let's get our shit together. Stop fucking fighting amongst us. There's too many of them out there waiting for us to take each other out so they can come and clean up. Now get it the fuck together.
So I'm hearing people are boycotting the African businesses like braiding shops and restaurants. I just got my hair braided. I don't think I'm boycotting because I think they did a really good job. They were nice to me, right? But also, I don't even know why y'all are boycotting, for real, for real. What's the reason? Somebody drop it in the comments. Also, why do you have to wait till August 1st to boycott if you really mean it? Start right now. Like, are y'all trying to get your hair done before August 1st? That's why you don't want to boycott? Are you trying to eat African foods before August 1st and that's why you don't want to boycott? Like, do you need to use them before August 1st and that's why you're waiting? I'm sick and tired of these boycotts. Like, y'all not even boycotting the shit that matters, for real. Y'all always talking about a boycott. How about we put our money into black-owned businesses? And when I say black-owned, I mean foundational black-owned businesses, since that's what y'all like to say. Instead of boycotting everybody, like, put your energy into better things. Put your energy into building businesses in your community. Okay? Fuck everybody else. Because while we complaining, they're sitting here building more businesses in your community. What are we boycotting them for?
Boycotting African restaurants and African braiding shops before you boycott Starbucks, Lululemon, McDonald's, Tyson, which supports prison slavery, and all these white brands that support slavery and was literally created during slavery and still thriving off of our oppression every day, and probably have a connection to the prison system and the school to prison pipeline, and our communities being redlined, is actually crazy.
You know, it comes to a point where y'all start pissing me off. As a black Americans are really starting to piss me off with the anti-blackness, because that's what it is. Why are y'all mad that we're being compared to Africans? Why is that upsetting you? Why is that bothering you? I've seen several videos, or I'm seeing several think pieces on black Americans talking about how we don't look like Africans. Nigga, we black. We all black. Whether you from the United Kingdom, you know what I'm saying, Europe, whether you a black American, wherever the fuck, give no fucks. Why are you getting mad that we're being compared to Africans? We look like them. Why are y'all getting mad that they're saying that we look alike, that we have similarities? That I've seen some videos of Africans saying that, you know, black Americans look African, like there's really no distinction. And I think y'all don't understand that two things or multiple things can be true at once. They can. First of all, Africa is a continent with many different languages, many different cultures, many different countries within the continent. So yes, there are distinctions. Like somebody that's from Sudan, like a Sudanese person, you could tell how they look versus a black person that was born in Britain. To me, I could see the distinctions, but I could also see the similarities as well. We do look alike. Yes, there are some distinctions, but there are a lot of similarities. So I'm trying to figure out why the fuck y'all mad that we're being compared to them. Why is that? It's like y'all are offended that we're being called African. And it's pissing me off, because if somebody told me I look African, bitch, that mean I'm fucking Prussia, hoe. Bitch, that mean no pressure, ho. If somebody came up to me and said, you look African, bitch, you basically said I'm exotic. What? Bitch, you saying I'm exotic? Bitch, I feel like a zebra. Bitch, I feel like a fucking pelican or some shit. That's gonna make me feel fly as fuck. Like, you tooting my horn. I feel like you're giving me a compliment. That's making me feel like, bitch, you saying I'm exotic. Because Africans are exotic. Bitch, you don't get no more exotic than Africans. If somebody tell me I'm African, bitch, I'm gonna ask them, what tribe you think I'm from? What tribe do you think I'm from? That's how I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Why the fuck are y'all taking it as offensive that Africans are saying that we look like them? Bitch, I'm finna call all y'all out. Because if they say that you look like a native indigenous person, you will not be offended by that shit. If they, especially black people who have like looser texture hair, if somebody told you, oh, is you mixed with Puerto Rican? Oh, you mixed with this or that? You would not be offended by that shit. But because we're being compared to Africans, God forbid, because we are African, y'all offended by that shit. Why is that, bro? It's anti-blackness because why are you offended that you're being compared to Africans? My God, I beg you guys to stop this shit. Y'all are pissing me off. Like, y'all, bro. I would say this. The only one logical argument I heard was, somebody saying that they only say that to dark-skinned people, which is true. Y'all only compare dark-skinned people to Africans because I never hear y'all assuming that lighter-skinned black people are African. Y'all never compare them. Y'all never assume like, oh, you mixed with African. Because, light-skinned Africans do in fact exist. Just like light-skinned black Americans exist. Yeah. Light-skinned Africans exist all over. I don't really never hear y'all saying, is you African when it's a lighter-skinned person? I will agree with that argument. But still, nonetheless, if you're a black person and you're offended that someone's comparing you to an African, check yourself. Check yourself at the door. Because ask yourself, why does that offend you? If somebody ever tell me I look African as a black American, that's going to make my day. That's going to make my day, bitch. I'm going to be happy as smiling from ear to ear. You said I look what? I'm where? I'm going to go along with it. Yes, I am. Bitch, what tribe do you think I'm from? Yeah, I'm African. Yeah, I'm African. The fuck?
So I'm hearing that August 1st, African Americans are going to be boycotting African businesses. And, I hear they don't want to be called African Americans, they want to be called Black Americans. And honestly, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Like, what kind of self-hate is this? That we have to now, I know this war has been brewing for a long time between African Americans and Africans who are in America. And it's really ridiculous. And first of all, this is also the real definition of racism. Because it's discrimination against the people. So basically what the white people are doing to you is what you guys are doing to us as Africans. So you want to boycott all African businesses just because somebody had a bad experience. You guys are not boycotting Lululemon. You guys are not boycotting Target. You guys are not boycotting all those businesses that you go to and they make you feel like you're a criminal. They follow you around because they think you'll steal. You're not boycotting those businesses. No, you're not. But you're going to boycott African businesses just because you had a bad experience. This is ridiculous. When you talk about the devil at work, this is the devil. This is the devil trying to come in because at the end of the day, you look at me, I am Kenyan American. I am a Kenyan who has since become an American citizen. So I'm Kenyan American, but you can't even tell, you can't differentiate me from an African American or a Black American until I open my mouth and you actually hear that I have an accent. Why are we fighting against each other? Why are we united? Why are you fighting us? This is ridiculous. If the enemy is at work, the enemy comes in to steal, kill, and destroy. And that is what is happening. Like, really ridiculous. I'm not hearing of, Chinese Americans boycotting Chinese businesses or Italian Americans boycotting Italian businesses. Why is it that African Americans want to boycott African businesses? And also the fact is, you guys are not even, Why don't you go ahead and start today? Because African businesses are mostly supported by us Africans. And that's the truth. You guys, you guys eat elsewhere, shop elsewhere, do business elsewhere. I mean, go ahead and do that. I don't think it's really going to affect African businesses. But the fact that this is happening in 2025, this is sad, very sad. The self-hate.
Y'all really think Black Americans are boycotting African businesses? Y'all really convinced yourself of that? Y'all saw one person post the video and maybe a few comments. Y'all think all 40 million of us are boycotting? I don't know, videos getting millions of views, millions of comments of people, dogpiling on Black Americans. You would have thought there were Black American creators calling for this, people with actual influence. Haven't seen one. Y'all didn't notice that people were stitching the same video over and over? Y'all didn't notice that? Or did you purposely choose to not notice that? You would have thought we made infographics or flyers actually organizing a boycott from this response. Haven't seen it. You would have thought we dug up Michael Jackson or had Beyonce say something about a boycott. Y'all let one irrelevant person convince y'all that we were boycotting so y'all can list your grievances of Black Americans. Mind you, the only time the whole diaspora comes together is when it's time to talk about how much y'all don't like Black Americans. The only time. Man, I'm seeing that y'all have a multitude of slurs for us. I ain't know that. That sounds like xenophobia to me. Over a fake boycott. A fake boycott. When I first saw her video, when y'all started stitching it, it had 65 likes and like 200 comments of people disagreeing with her. But apparently all 40 million of us are on the same page. You walk down the street, you ask any Black American about a boycott, they're going to look at you like they don't know what you're talking about. But all y'all had a lot to say about Black Americans in the plight of this fake boycott. I ain't never seen the word slave so many times. Y'all over here talking about Black Americans don't know how to boycott in the first place. Y'all keep naming 3 companies. One of them have lost $1 billion in revenue from Black Americans boycotting. One of them I'll give you. Maybe we should. The other one, look at their stocks and see how down they are. But we don't know how to boycott. Y'all can't be talking about the same Black Americans whose boycotts are the only reason why anybody's allowed to come to America that is not white. The same Black Americans, right? Don't know how to boycott. All we've done is boycott protests. Like, I saw people say, well, y'all can't even boycott Trump. Mind you, y'all forgot about the 92% of us who voted for a Caribbean person, half Caribbean, half Indian. 92% of us, but we can't boycott Trump, right? I even saw a comment section of people, the whole diaspora band together. There was a whole comment section of Caribbeans from everywhere, thousands of likes for comments saying, Black Americans are not allowed to come to the Caribbean anymore. We stand in solidarity with Africans. As if, from a fake boycott, by the way. Mind you, there's people who say ignorant things in every corner sector of the diaspora, but you don't see everybody banding together to talk about how much they hate whatever sector of the diaspora it is. But let one Black American say something, it's like y'all could not wait to just use your confirmation bias to say, oh, this is the reason why we feel how we do, because this one irrelevant person said something, and now let's list our grievances out. Let's dogpile. You see videos where people are just like, don't come to Africa no more, don't date our men anymore, like, over a fake, I have to keep repeating myself, over a fake boycott that if you walk down the street, ask anybody, they don't even know about. But apparently that one video represents all of us, and it's the green light for all of you to just be nasty to Black Americans. I've never said anything bad about anybody in the diaspora, but now I understand that I will be killed by the police. I am just a slave. I am lazy. I am ghetto. I am violent. I understand. That's what you guys are saying about us. I understand that you feel that way now. You guys made it abundantly clear over a fake boycott. A fake boycott.